This is the Baseball Observer. The league is on the air. Action Baseball League, Friday, July 17th, 1981. American Baseball Conference Showcase Game. The Philadelphia Fury hosts the Boston Patriots. From Fury Park in Philadelphia, the Fury hosts the Patriots. Here are the starting lineups. First for the visiting Boston Patriots, managed by Bill Herf. Batting first, playing left field, Jesse Gonzalez. Batting second, playing first base, Juan Perez. Batting third, playing third base, Danny Salas. The cleanup hitter, the DH, Joe Turner. Batting fifth, playing right field, Alberto Santos. Batting sixth, playing second base, Maynard Bell. Batting seventh, playing center field, Andy Ayala. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Noah White. Batting ninth, the catcher, David Ramos. The starting pitcher for the Boston Patriots, right-hander, Victor Martinez. In 19 games, his record is 8-6, 3.51 ERA, 1.37 WHIP, 6.9 strikeouts per 9 innings, 4.0 walks per 9 innings. He's 26 years old. His record versus Philadelphia, he's 2-0 with an ERA of 2.14. Now for the starting lineup for the homestanding Philadelphia Fury, managed by Danny Sanchez. Batting first, playing center field, Miguel Vasquez. Batting second, playing second base, Johnny Amaro. Batting third, the DH, Virgilio Pineda. Batting cleanup, playing first base, Ron Stout. Batting fifth, playing third base, Rich Pena. Batting sixth, the catcher, Jose Cespedes. Batting seventh, playing left field, Emmanuel Avila. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Jesus Gaona. Jesus Gaona. Batting ninth, playing right field, Javier Robinson. The starting pitcher for the Philadelphia Fury, the right-hander Gilberto Flores. In 20 games, his record is 10-8, 3.51 ERA, a 1.28 WHIP, 5.9 strikeouts per 9 innings, 3.5 walks per 9 innings, 26 years old. His record against Boston, he's 0-1 with a 5.40 ERA. 21,000 fans in the stands, clear skies, 82 degrees, wind blowing left to right at 11 miles per hour. The Philadelphia Fury have a record of 42-48. Second place in the ABC Eastern Division, sixth place in the ABC wildcard race. They have a home record of 23-19. The Boston Patriots have a record of 46-44. That's first place in the ABC East. Their road record is 25-30. Let's play ball. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Fury Park. Tonight, the Fury meet the Patriots. First place Patriots own a 46-44 record. Second place Fury own a 42-48 record. Philadelphia leads the season series 7-5. And is blowing left to right 11 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, the first pitch is coming up. Gilberto Flores will take the mound. His ERA is 3.51. That's hit in the air. The second baseman drops the ball. They will charge him with an error, and we're underway. Johnny Amaro, the second baseman for the Philadelphia Fury, dropped the ball. Jesse Gonzalez is safe at first on the error. Let's look at the defense for the Philadelphia Fury. Emmanuel Avila in left field. Miguel Vasquez in center field. And Javier Robinson over in right. Rich Pena at third base. Jesus Gaona at short. Johnny Amaro at second base. And Ron Stout at first, the batter. Jose Cespedes behind the plate. And on the mound, right-hand pitcher Gilberto Flores. He has 3 pitches, a 75 rated changeup, 65 rated curveball, and a 45 rated fastball. He has better than average stamina. He doesn't hold runners on very well. His personality: Flores often shows a lack of effort. Very good morale. Third-year player. He is 26 years old. Coming to the plate is Juan Perez, the number 2 hitter. He's hitting .264 on the year, 19 home runs, 55 runs batted in. One of the league leaders in homers. Here's the first pitch. Runner going. And he's safe. Jesse Gonzalez steals second base. Juan Perez will step back in. Righty versus righty. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's on the ground. Third baseman has it. He'll throw to first in time. That's the first out. Jesse Gonzalez will advance to third base. 1 out. Runner on third. No score. We're at the top of the first inning. Boston versus Philadelphia. ABC Eastern Division rival matchup. The batter is Danny Salas, the number 3 hitter. Third baseman is hitting .271, 10 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Righty versus lefty. Here's the 3-ball, no strike pitch. And that's low, ball 4. First base is open. Salas reaches first with a base on balls. Runners on the corners with 1 out. The batter, right-hand hitter, Joe Turner, the cleanup hitter. He's the DH, hitting .259 on the year, 13 home runs, 44 runs batted in. Here's the first pitch. That's low. Runner going. And they got him. Salas is caught stealing second base. The runner on third does not advance, does not attempt. That's the second out of the inning. Gonzalez remains at third base. Joe Turner will step in. The count is 1-0. Now it's a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. 2 out, man on third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will retire the side. With that strikeout, Joe Turner has 80 this season. 1 error by Philadelphia in the inning, but it doesn't cost them. There's no score. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's look at the defense for the Boston Patriots. In left field, Jesse Gonzalez, Gold Glover. In center field, Gold Glove, Andy Ayala. In right field, Alberto Santos. At third base, Danny Salas. Noah White at short. And Gold Glover, Maynard Bell at second base. Juan Perez at first. The battery, David Ramos behind the plate. And on the mound, Gold Glover, starting pitcher Victor Martinez, right-hander. He has three pitches: a 70 rated changeup, a 65 rated knuckle curve, and a 45 rated fastball. Better than average stamina. Not very good at holding on runners. Personality, he's a likable teammate. Very good morale, fairly known nationally. His second-year player, he's 26 years old. Right-hand pitcher versus the left-hand hitter, bottom of the first inning. Here's the first pitch to him. That's on the ground to the first baseman. He'll take it himself for the first out. One away. Juan Perez at first will take it for Boston. Here's the number 2 hitter, Johnny Amaro. He's hitting .252. 2 homers, 21 RBI. Righty versus righty. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's on the ground to the second baseman. He throws it to first. Routine. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the left-hand hitting Rogelio Pineda, the number 3 hitter. He's got a snowflake by his name. He's been cold of late. The DH is hitting .280 on the year. 5 homers, 33 runs batted in. Right-hand pitcher versus the left-hand hitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's in the air to center field. He's running back for it and he won't get it. It'll bounce off the base of the wall. He's hit it for second base and he'll slide in safely with a double. 2-out double for Rogelio Pineda, and Philadelphia has a base runner. Here's the left-hand hitting Ron Stout, the cleanup hitter. The first baseman's hitting .284. 8 home runs, 37 runs batted in. Runner in scoring position with 2 out. Bottom of the first inning, no score. That's on the ground past the first baseman into the right field corner. The runner routing third and he's headed home. He'll score easily. The throw is coming in. He's headed for third. And he will slide in safely with a triple. Ron Stout with the RBI triple puts Philadelphia on the board here in the bottom of the first inning. The crowd loves it. Let's take a look at the replay. He hit that sharply right by the first baseman. It looks like it rolled into the street. No, it bounced off the wall and came back to him. Runner kept going. Slides in safely. Wonderful play by Ron Stout of Philadelphia. The batter now, right-hand hitting Rich Pena. He's the number 5 hitter. Third baseman's hitting .247. 7 home runs, 39 runs batted in. And on third, 2 out. Righty versus righty. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He swings over the top of it, and it's strike 3. And that retires the side. Philadelphia gets a run on 2 hits, and they leave a runner on. They now lead Boston 1-0. Top of the second inning for Boston, it'll be Santos, Bell, and Ayala due up. Here's the right-hand hitting Alberto Santos. He's hitting .263. 1 home run, 4 runs batted in. Righty versus righty. Here's the first pitch. That's in the air to center field. Running toward right field, and he'll make the catch for the first out. Philadelphia center fielder Miguel Vasquez makes the play. Here's the right-hand hitting Maynard Bell. He's the number 6 hitter. The second baseman's hitting .272. 12 home runs, 46 runs batted in. I believe Maynard was an all-star. Let's see. Anyway. His personality is a little bit arrogant. I said I would try to feature the all-stars. It seemed like I only featured the pitchers lately. All right. Top of the second inning, 1 out. Nobody on. Righty versus righty. Here's the first pitch to Maynard Bell. He hits that in the air, and that looks like it's high, but the right fielder is there to make the catch, and that's the second out. Philadelphia right fielder Javier Robinson makes the play. He's a strong outfielder, is Robinson. Very strong arm, very strong defensively. Right-hand hitting Andy Ayala will step to the plate. He's the number 7 hitter. The center fielder is hitting .257. 1 homer, 16 runs batted in. Righty versus righty. Here's the first pitch to him. He grabs that on the ground. He throws, shortstop will throw to first in time to retire the side. He did chopped at it on the ground right to the shortstop. And that's the third out. The score is 1-0 Philadelphia. We go to the bottom of the second inning. For the Fury, it'll be Cespedes, Avila, and Guyona due up. Righty versus righty. Victor Martinez on the mound from Boston. Right-hand hitter Cespedes, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Change-up at 75 gets him, and that's the first out. Second strikeout for Victor Martinez for Boston. He's thrown 23 pitches so far in an inning and a third. The number 7 hitter will come to the plate for Philadelphia. It is Emmanuel Avila. Left fielder is hitting .226, 7 home runs, 37 runs batted in. Righty versus righty, full count. That's in the air, and it'll get down for a base hit. The center fielder has it near right, and he's on first with a 1-out single. Avila at first base, decent speed at first. The batter, left-hand hitter Jesus Gaona. Righty versus lefty. First pitch. He lays it down. First baseman has it. He'll throw to first, the second baseman covering, and that's the second out. Avila will advance to second base. 2 out. The batter is right-hand hitting Javier Robinson. He's the number 9 hitter. He's the right fielder. He's hitting .208 on the season, 8 home runs, 30 runs batted in. Runner in scoring position. Philadelphia leads 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning. This is game 2 of a 4-game set. Division rivals are playing right after the All-Star break. Here's the pitch. That's in the air on the infield. Third baseman's in foul ground, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. That's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, a runner left on base. The score remains 1-0 Philadelphia. Top of the third inning for Boston. It'll be White, Ramos, and Gonzalez due up. Flores has thrown 19 pitches in 2 innings. Seems like Boston is jumping on the first pitch. Right-hand hitting Noah White will step to the plate. He's the number 8 hitter. The shortstop's hitting .210 on the year. No homers, 24 runs batted in. Righty versus righty. 2-2 pitch. He swings and misses. Strike 3. That puts his season strikeout total at 80. The batter now, number 9 hitter, David Ramos. Right-hand hitter, hitting .202 on the year. 1 homer, 22 runs batted in. Right-hand hitter versus the right-hand pitcher, Flores, for Philadelphia. 1 out. That's in the air to right field. That's hit hard, but he's there to make the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Javier Robinson in right field for the Fury makes the play. Here's the right-hand hitting Jesse Gonzalez. He's the leadoff man. He's 0 for 1. He's hitting .294 on the year. 4 home runs, 30 runs batted in. He's stolen 17 bases. Center fielder Andy Ayala for Boston has stolen 36 bases. And most of the players have not stolen a single base. 5 of them. 4 of them. Okay. Righty versus righty. Here's the full count. Pitch. He hits that in the air, and it'll get through for a base hit. 2-out base knock for Jesse Gonzalez. And Boston has a base runner. That's the first hit of the game for the Patriots. Here's the right-hand hitting Juan Perez, the number 2 hitter. He's 0 for 1. Man at first, 2 out. Righty versus righty. The first pitch to him. He hits it on the ground. Third baseman has it. He'll go to second and get the force play to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, a runner left on. The Fury maintained their 1-0 lead. Bottom of the 3rd inning. For the Philadelphia Fury, it'll be the top of the order. Vasquez, Amaro, and Pineda due up. Here's the left-hand hitting Miguel Vasquez. He's 0 for 1. Right-hand pitching Victor Martinez, the Gold Glover for Boston, on the mound. In 2 innings of work, he's thrown 31 pitches. He's allowed 3 hits and 1 earned run. He's struck out 2 batters, hasn't walked anyone. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Philly leads 1-0. Here's the full count pitch. That's in there, a strike call. Fastball at 86. Strikeout number 3 for Martinez. Here's the number 2 hitter, Johnny Amaro. The second baseman's hitting .251. He's 0 for 1 today. 1 out, nobody on. That's in the air. Center fielder is there. And he's ready and makes the catch for the second out. Andy Ayala, the gold-gloving center fielder for Boston, makes the play. Here's the left-hand hitting Rogelio Pineda, number 3 hitter. He's 1 for 1. Righty versus lefty. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Fury. Philadelphia remains in front 1-0. We've played 3 innings. Boston has no runs on 1 hit, no errors. Philadelphia has 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error. For Boston, in the inning, it'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Salas, Turner, and Santos due up. 32 pitches thrown for Gilberto Flores for Philadelphia in 3 innings of work. Righty versus lefty. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball in his wheelhouse. That's the first out. Third strikeout for Flores. He's walked 1 batter. Given up 1 hit. No earned runs. Right-hand hitting Joe Turner will step in. He's the cleanup hitter. He's 0 for 1. 13 home runs on the year for Joe. 2 balls, 1 strike. Turner was an all-star. There's the fly ball. The left fielder has it. And that's the second out. Emmanuel Avila, left fielder for Philadelphia, makes the play. He's a strong left fielder, highly rated, and a good arm. Strong outfield for Philadelphia. Pretty good infield, too, defensively. No real weak spots, I see. Here's Alberto Santos, the number 5 hitter. He's .250 on the year. 1 home run, 4 runs batted in. Looks like he's spelling someone. He's only had 20 at-bats on the season. 5 hits and 20 at-bats. Righty versus righty. Here's the first pitch from Flores. That's on the ground to the second baseman. He has it. Throws the first in time, and that's the inning. No runs, hits, or errors. Nobody left on. The score remains the same. 1-0 Fury. Bottom of the 4th inning. Philadelphia will send up Stout, Pena, and Cespedes, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. In 3 innings of work, Victor Martinez has thrown 48 pitches. No walks or strikeouts. Stepping in, the left-hand hitting Ron Stout. The first baseman is 1 for 1 today. He had a home run. No, not a home run. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. Here's the first pitch to him. Gets that on the ground to the second baseman. He has it. Throws the first in time. 1 away. Here's Rich Pena. Right-hand hitter versus the right-hand pitcher. He's 0 for 1. The 1-2 pitch. That's in there. A strike called. Change up at 72. 2 out. Here's the right-hand hitting Jose Cespedes. He's 0 for 1. Righty versus righty. That's in the air to left field. And he's there to make the catch, and that was easy. 3 up, 3 down. Fury still leading 1-0. Through 4 innings, 1 run for the Fury is enough. Boston will send up the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Bell, Ayala, and White do up. Righty versus righty. 3 balls, 1 strike. That's in the air. That's a base hit to right field. Leadoff man is aboard. The right fielder, Javier Robinson, gets it in for Philadelphia. Maynard Bell at first. Decent speed aboard. Here's the right-hand hitting Andy Ayala. 0 for 1. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He swung at a ball, and that's the first out. Fastball at 89. Bell at first. Boston trails by a run. Right-hand hitting Noah White at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Hitting 209 on the year. Righty versus righty. 1 ball, no strikes. He lays it down. Third baseman has it. He'll throw to first in time, and that will sacrifice the runner to second base. 2 out, runner in scoring position. The batter, right-hand hitting David Ramos, the number 9 hitter. He's 0 for 1. Hitting 202 on the year. Bell at second base. Top of the 5th inning. Philadelphia leads 1-0. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He checks his swing, but it's a called strike 3, side retired. Nothing on a hit for Boston. The score is still 1-0. Fury over the Patriots. Bottom of the 5th. For Philadelphia, it'll be Avila, Gaona, and Robinson, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Righty versus righty. The 0-1. That's on the ground. Second baseman has it. Throw to first in time. That's the first out. Routine play by Maynard Bell, the Gold Glover for Boston. Batter is left-hand hitting Jesus Gaona. Okay. Righty versus lefty. Here's the full count pitch. That's in the air. Center fielder runs toward the infield. He'll make the catch. Second out. And the Ayala, the Gold Glover, center fielder for Boston, makes the play. Now, he's a very strong center fielder. Strong arm, strong defense. Juan Perez is a defensive liability at first for Boston. And Alberto Santos, I think he's the guy who's spelling someone. Yeah, 21 at bat. So he's not their everyday right fielder. All right. Javier Robinson at the plate. Right-hand hitter, number 9 hitter. For Philadelphia, the right fielder is hitting 207. He's 0 for 1 today. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the inning. Philadelphia goes in order. The score is still 1-0. Top of the 6th inning. For Boston, it'll be Gonzalez, Perez, and Salas. The 1, 2, 3 hitters due up. Gonzalez is 1 for 2. Righty versus righty. Here's the first pitch. That's on the ground. The pitcher has it. And he'll throw to first and get him. First out. Gilberto Flores makes the defensive play. Here's Juan Perez, the number 2 hitter, hitting 262, 19 homers, 55 runs batted in. 0 for 2 today. Here's the 1 ball, no strike pitch. That's in the air, hit sharply. It's carrying, and that will leave the yard. That's the 20th of the year for Juan Perez. And the score is tied 1-1. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. 361 feet. 95 miles an hour off the bat, 30-degree launch angle. He turned around an 89-mile-an-hour fastball from Gilberto Flores. Juan Perez will touch them all. Good old number 26. One of the league leaders in homers. The batter now left-hand hitting Danny Salas. He's the number 3 hitter. He's 0 for 1. Righty versus lefty. The 0-1 pitch. And that hit him. Ooh. Little bad blood in this division rival game. And then he walks toward him. Okay, let's go. Salas at first. Good speed at first. Right-hand hitting Joe Turner steps in. He's the cleanup hitter. 0 for 2. 1 out. The score tied 1-1. Top of the 6th inning. Game 2 of a 4-game set. Here's the pitch. First pitch. Set on the ground to the shortstop. Weekly hit. Goes to second for 1. Relay in time. 6-4-3. Double play. That ends the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on. Patriots have managed to even the score at 1 on the home run by Juan Perez. For Philadelphia, it's the top of the order. 1, 2, 3. Vasquez, Amaro, and Pineda due up. Right-hand pitching Victor Martinez versus the left-hand hitting Vasquez. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch. That misses, ball 4. He walked him on 4 pitches. Vasquez has now walked 50 times this season. Good speed at first. The batter, right-hand hitting Johnny Amaro, the number 2 hitter, is 0 for 2. Righty versus righty, the 0-1. Runner going. Throw down, not in time. Miguel Vasquez steals second base. Right-hand hitting Johnny Amaro will step back in. Vasquez is at second base. The score tied 1-1. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. That's on the ground to the second baseman. He'll throw to first in time. And that's the first out of the inning. The runner will advance to third. Vasquez is 90 feet away from giving Philadelphia the lead. Here's the left-hand hitting Rogelio Pineda versus the right-hand pitching Victor Martinez. Pineda's 1 for 2. Vasquez at third. 1 out. And they will put him on with first base open. Intentional walk. Rogelio Pineda at first base. Miguel Vasquez at third. The batter, left-hand hitting Ron Stout, the cleanup hitter. 1 for 2 with an RBI. 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. That's on the ground. He's weakly to the mound. The pitcher has it. He'll throw to second base and get him. He'll try to get 2, and he will get 2. 1-4-3, inning over. 2 walks in the inning, but the Fury do not score. The score still remains Patriots 1, Fury 1. Top of the 7th inning. For Boston, it'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Santos, Bell, and Ayala due up. Flores, in 6 innings of work, has thrown 61 pitches, 3 hits allowed, 1 earned run. He's walked 1 and struck out 5. The batter, right-hand hitting Alberto Santos. He's 0 for 2. Righty versus righty. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's hit in the ground. The first baseman can't make a play, and it's into right field for a base hit. They scored a single. Ron Stout, the first baseman for Philadelphia, could not make the play. He's the weakest link on a pretty good infield. Alberto Santos at first base, not a real threat to steal. The batter is right-hand hitting Maynard Bell, the number 6 hitter. Second baseman is 1 for 2. Score tied 1-1. We're at Fury Park in Philadelphia. Boston Patriots versus the Philadelphia Fury, ABC Eastern Division matchup. Righty versus righty. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And runner's going. And he's safe. Alberto Santos steals second base. That's a strike call. Righty versus righty. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fastball at 86. Swung through it in his eyes. And that's the first out. Santos at second. One away. Here's right hand hitting Andy Ayala, the number 7 hitter. 0 for 2. Righty versus righty. Go ahead runs at second. Here's the pitch. That's hit sharply into left field, and that'll go to the wall. That's a base hit. Runner's going to score. He's hit it for second with a double. And that'll put the Patriots ahead 2-1. And the Philadelphia fans are not happy. I'd say they were furious. Here is Noah White, the right-hand hitter, the number 8 hitter. The shortstop is 0 for 1. Ayala at second base. Boston now leads 2-1. Flores versus White, the 1-0. That's in the air to right field. He's there. Makes the catch. Scarcely had to move. Runner on second will stay put. 2 out. Here's the right-hand hitting David Ramos, the number 9 hitter. The catcher is 0 for 2 today. He's hitting .201 on the season. Barely above the Mendoza line. Ayala at second base. Boston now leads by a run, 2-1. Top of the 7th inning. Righty versus righty. 2 balls, no strike. That's on the ground. The second baseman got it. Good play. Throws the first in time. Side retired. 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors. A runner left on. Boston has the lead 2-1. All right, let's stand up and sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Bottom of the 7th inning. For Philadelphia, it'll be Pena, Cespedes, and Avila. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up. The Fury trail by a run, 2-1. The batter, right-hand hitting Rich Pena. He's 0 for 2. Victor Martinez, in 6 innings of work, has thrown 76 pitches. He's allowed 3 hits, 1 earned run. He's walked 2 and struck out 6. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Rich Pena. That's hit sharply in the air. And that ball will leave the yard. Solo home run. He ties it up. Rich Pena goes deep. And that's silent. That should stir up the crowd. They seem pretty quiet to me. Let's look at the tail of the tape. 339 feet, 96 miles an hour off the bat. 27-degree launch angle. Victor Martinez threw a 89-mile-an-hour fastball that left the yard off the bat of Rich Pena. He touches them all. Good old number 2. New ball game, 2-2 tie. Batter is right-hand hitting Jose Cespedes. The number 6 hitter is 0 for 2. Full count. Payoff pitch. That's in the air, and it's in foul ground behind the plate, and the first baseman will make the play, and that's the first out. Pop foul. And the batter now is right-hand hitting Emmanuel Avila, number 7 hitter. 1 for 2. Righty versus righty. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he swings over it. Strike 3. Change up at 73. Well ahead of it. Left-hand hitting Jesus Gaona will step in. Righty versus lefty. 2 out. Score tie 2-2. As in the air, on the foul ground, third baseman has it right on the line, and he'll make the play to retire the side. Fury put a run on the board, and it's now tied 2-2. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Gilberto Flores, in his 7 innings of work, has thrown 74 pitches, 5 hits allowed, 2 earned runs. He's walked 1 and struck out 6. Top of the order for Boston. It'll be Gonzalez, Perez, and Salas due up. Righty versus righty. Here's Jesse Gonzalez. He's 1 for 3. No balls, 2 strikes. The delivery. That's in the air. Center fielder is there. He'll make the catch. 1 away. Vasquez in center makes the play. Here's right-hand hitting Juan Perez. He's got a homer in the game today. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. 1 out. Here's the 1 ball, no strike pitch. That's in the air on the infield. The shortstop is racing in past the mound, and he'll make the catch. 2 out. Jesus Gaona, shortstop for Philadelphia, makes the play. Here's the number 3 hitter, Danny Salas. Left-hand hitter versus the right-hand pitcher. First pitch. That's in the air. Right fielder is there. And that's the inning. 1, 2, 3 go to Patriots. The Patriots and Fury are still even at 2. Bottom of the 8th. For Philadelphia, it'll be the number 9 hitter, pinch hitter Chris Fritz will step to the plate, and then it'll be Vasquez and Amaro, the leadoff people. Chris Fritz, he's a .270 hitter. 5 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Left-hand hitter versus the righty Martinez. In 7 innings of work, he's thrown 91 pitches, 4 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Bottom of the 8th inning. 2-2 tie. Philadelphia at the plate. That's on the ground to the first baseman, and he will drop the ball. And they will charge him with the error. Juan Perez charged with an error. First for Boston. 1 for each team now. The left-hand hitting Miguel Vasquez will step in. He's the leadoff man. Chris Fritz at first. Good speed aboard. 1 ball, no strikes. He lays down a bunt. Pitcher has it. He'll throw to first. And he'll get him. Sacrifice is successful. Fritz at second base. Good speed aboard, Philadelphia. And Boston are tied 2-2, bottom of the 8th inning. 1 out. Is right-hand hitting Johnny Amaro. The number 2 hitter is 0 for 3. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That's in the air. Second baseman has a bead on the pop-up, and he'll make the catch on the infield. That's the 2nd out. Maynard Bell, Gold Glover, makes the play. 2 out. Left-hand hitting Rogelio Pineda. Chris Fritz at second. Score tie. That ball gets away, but the runner cannot advance. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the full count delivery of the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. No, I'm sorry. Runners on first and second. Sometimes I see it and I think it was already there. Runners on first and second. 2 out. The left-hand hitting Ron Stout will step in. He's the cleanup hitter. 1 for 3 with a run batted in. Fritz at second. Pineda at first. 2 out. 2-2 tie. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, an error, and 2 left on. Score is still tied 2-2. We go to the 9th inning. For Boston, it'll be Turner. Can't see it now. Montoya. Snowflake covering up his name. And Maynard Bell due up. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters. New pitcher for Philadelphia. It'll be Orlando Acosta. He's 3-3. 29 2/3 innings pitched. 34 hits allowed. 15 earned runs. 10 walks. 21 strikeouts, 4.55 earned run average, 3 pitches, 55 rated changeup, 50 rated slider, 45 rated fastball. Better than average stamina. He holds on runners well. His personality as Acosta is dedicated to his craft. Good morale. Fairly known. 12th year player. 33 years old. batter is Joe Turner, number 4 hitter, 0 for 3. Top of the ninth, 2-2 tie. Orlando has struck out 21 and walked 10. He's saved 12 games this season. Ground ball to the shortstop. And he'll throw the first in time. He took his time and did it right. That's 1 out. Jesus Gaona made the play for Philadelphia. Left-hand hitting Jorge Montoya will step in, the right fielder. Here's the pitch to him. Left-hand hitter. He hits that sharply to right field, and that is a ball that hits off the wall in right field. He will slide into second safely with a double. Montoya is on second base. So Boston has a runner in scoring position here in the top of the ninth inning with 1 out. And the batter is right-hand hitting Maynard Bell. He's 1 for 3. The right-hand pitcher Orlando Acosta is a Gold Glove pitcher. All right. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, man on second. That's hit sharply in the air. The center fielder is there. He'll make the catch. Runner's tagging. He's hit it for third. And he throws the ball to the cutoff man. And the runner advances. That's the 2nd out. Montoya is out at third base. The batter is right-hand hitting Andy Ayala. The number 7 hitter is 1 for 3 with a run batted in. 2 out, top of the ninth. Righty versus righty. Full count. Payoff pitch. That's hit sharply, and that's a base hit. The run will score. And he's hit it for second base, and he'll get there standing up. A double scoring Montoya. And it's 3-2 Boston. Ayala at second. The batter, right-hand hitting Noah White. Number 8 hitter. 0 for 2. 2 out. Here's the pitch. That's on the ground. The short second baseman got it, and he will not get him in time. Great play to get to that ball. Noah White is safe. Johnny Amaro, 75 rated defensive second baseman. Saved the base hit. Saved the extra base hit and actually saved the run. Ayala's at third base now. 2 out. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Ramos. That's on the ground to the shortstop. He'll go the short way and get the force play to end the inning. Patriots score 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on. They now lead Philadelphia 3-2. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. 1 run ties it, 2 run wins it for Philadelphia. The due up is the 5, 6, 7 hitters. Rich Pena, Jose Cespedes, and Emmanuel Avila. New pitcher for Boston. Right-hand pitcher Justin Bowen. He is the closer. 1-3 is his record. 34 innings pitched, 23 hits allowed, 9 earned runs, 20 walks, 22 strikeouts, 2.38 earned run average. He has 2 pitches. 55 rated changeup, a 45 rated cutter. Good stamina for a reliever. Doesn't hold on runners well. His personality counted on to show up, and he does. Good morale. 10th year player. He's 34 years old. How many saves does he have? 15 saves on the year. Rich Pena will step in, the number 5 hitter for Philadelphia. They trail by a run. Righty versus righty. 1 ball, 1 strike. Justin has struck out 22 in 34 innings pitched. He has 15 saves. He's 5th in the league in saves. That's hit in the air, and that's a base hit. The left fielder has it, and the leadoff man is aboard. So Pena's at first, decent speed. The batter is right-hand hitting Jose Cespedes, the number 6 hitter, hitting .228 on the year, 0 for 3 today. Full count pitch. Man at first. Nobody out. Ground ball. Hit slowly. The shortstop has it, and he will turn to 6-4-3. A pitcher's best friend. 2 out. And here's the right-hand hitting Emmanuel Avila with 2 out now. Down to their final out. 1 for 3 today. Righty versus righty. 2 balls, no strikes. That's hit in the air to the right fielder, right at him, and that's your ball game. The Boston Patriots defeat the Philadelphia Fury on the road 3-2. Let's take a look at the totals for today's ball game. First, for the victorious Boston Patriots, now 47-44. They scored 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. Boston left 6 men on base. Philadelphia, now 42-49, scored 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. The Patriots had 8 hits, and the Ayala had 2 of them, and 2 RBI. Philadelphia had 5 hits, and Rich Pena had 2 of them, and 1 RBI. The winning pitcher, Pedro Martinez, the reliever for Boston. Not that one. He's now 4-2. He pitched 2/3 of an inning through 17 pitches and got the victory. Walked 1, struck out 1. The save goes to Justin Bowen for Boston. His 16th. One inning pitched, 1 hit allowed, 12 pitches thrown. The loser is Orlando Acosta, the Philadelphia closer. He's now 3-4. 1 inning pitched, 3 hits allowed, 1 run, it's earned. He threw 18 pitches. The player of the game is the starter, Victor Martinez for Boston. 82 degrees. Patriots capture a close win. The Boston Patriots did just enough to sneak past the Philadelphia Fury 3-2 at Fury Park. Boston pitcher Victor Martinez, in particular, had a standout performance. The Fury, now 42-49, have lost 4 in a row. Boston took a 3-2 lead on Andy Ayala's 8th double of the season. The run-scoring double, which Ayala hit in the top of the 9th, left Philadelphia pitcher Orlando Acosta visibly frustrated. If you want to be considered a good team, these are the kind of games you have to win, Boston manager Bill Herf said. Once again, the final score, Boston defeats Philadelphia 3-2. Next will be the ABL 411 to wrap up Friday, July 17th. And we'll have an ABL feed game for Saturday, July 18th. That game will be Cincinnati at Nashville. This is the Baseball Observer.